Finally, the game makes sense. Roles are no longer complicated. They now have actual meaning. So let's talk about that. Originally, attackers were just high range damage with heavy range damage. Well, no more. Attackers are just anything that excels at dealing damage. You no longer need range to be an attacker. So things like Rampardos can join the game. Speedsters are just high mobility and are skilled at ambushing. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. All of them are really good at ambushing, and all of them are really good at high mobility. All-rounders excel at fulfilling various roles. No longer are they restricted to just being a simple role. They're no longer just for brawling. They're no longer just for excelling at multiple stats. No longer are just well balanced and tenacious fighters. They now have various roles. They can be a defender attacker. They can be a supporter speedster. They can be a speedster attacker. Blaziken, Mimikyu, Surluge, Metagross. They all make sense as an all-arounder now. Metagross is a defender attacker. Blaziken is a speedster attacker. Mimikyu is a speedster and an attacker. Surluge is a speedster and an attacker. It all just fucking makes sense now. That all makes sense. Now, just because attacker, speedster, and all-arounder got changed to be making more sense doesn't mean defenders and supporters change. They're still high endurance and excel at protecting allies. Supporters are still healing and, hindering. They're still the same. That means that all-arounders, speedsters, and attackers make sense. So now I present to you the chart. In this chart, you can now definitively tell which Mon goes where. They either excel at dealing damage, excel at defending allies and protecting allies, high endurance, excels at healing and or hindering, excels at mobility and or ambushing, or all-arounder, where they excel at multiple classifications, not just one. Now every role makes sense, and every class can be judged.